Okay, here we are, start of the Fastnet on up north. Corsairs behind me, over there somewhere. And we've got a whole mass of boats down the south. Have we started yet?
Boom.
Boom. Okay, start of the race. We're about 17 minutes in. And things are going fine. Taking a westerly, west-northwest type situation. I'm going to have to come down in front of all of these boats eventually. So we'll see how things go. So I guess first around the mark will be Corsair, and then Krythos, and maybe me, or maybe the French guy that's just behind me. Vidas. Okay, about to go to bed, and we have Corsair in the lead, Krythos below, sort of like in the same line, I guess. Hulky, Blackborough, Orcs, and Phoebus, with some other guys. A little bit behind, but not that much. Anyway, I'm just about to go offline and have a sleep for about 6 or 7 hours. So we'll see what happens at the end of this. Good morning. It is now still on the first day of this race, and I've gone through the 2 checkpoints that I needed to do, and we're traveling in a northwesterly direction. And as I come back to the map, there's really not much to see out here. It's about 1 o'clock in France, 1 AM obviously. We can see that Corsair is still looking like he's out in the lead, and we have a number of other competitors who are east of me. They probably have a slight advantage because of the wind. They could probably get their larger code O up at some point. I've gone a little bit to the west. I'm not sure whether it'll help me too much. I can't see many of the other competitors on this map, so I'm not sure what's happened to them. But we have about 6 hours to the next waypoint, which is near Wolf Rock, and then we have to go north for quite a while. I would say another 6 hours. This zone here is excluded, so we have to go to a certain longitude and latitude and then make our turn across to Ireland. But I'm not that far out of position. I'm just keeping a heading of around about 80 degrees TWA at the moment, as you can see here. And when I go offline pretty soon, I'll just let the auto hopefully get me up to where I need to be. Okay, here we are back again. I don't know how long I've been in this race, to tell you the truth, but probably getting close to 24 hours. And let's see where we are. Well, we've gone past Land's End, turned up past the Scilly Islands, and sorry about that. And we're heading over towards Wolf, I think. No, sorry, the Stags. That's where we're heading, which I need to fix up before I keep on going. But as you can see, I've got plenty of time. I've got 20 hours to get there. Wind is terrible at 7.9. My speed is 6.7. We have Blackborough in the back here, Hulky behind me, Paradox, Cestipuntus, Phoebus, Tuvalu, and in the lead, I guess, would be Corsair still. He's been leading pretty much the whole race. Ironically enough, if I'd stayed with him and shadowed him, I'd probably be up with him. But anyway, I've been away for 10 hours from my keyboard, so that's the update as of now. Dawn on, I don't know, day 2. Okay, so what's happening? Well, it's taken 24 hours to come across. You can see these lines here where I was online for a little bit, and today I'm just waiting another 2.5 hours to get to this turn. Tuvalu went north and has seemed to have got a bit of position there. That's what I was doing a little bit further back, but Corsair has come back online and he seems to have stretched a little bit. So let's wait for another 2.5 hours and see what happens at the turn. Okay, welcome back. Here we are at the Stags, off of Ireland, and as you can see, I'm probably second, maybe third, I don't know. There's some people offline. Corsair is about 1.8 nautical miles in front of me, and I have Tuvalu and Cestipuntus, and as for the rest, I'm not sure. 8:30 AM for me. Very dark out in the Atlantic. I'll just zoom out a little bit so that you can see. Well, we're not really in the Atlantic yet. And it's been slow going over the night. I went to sleep around here, which was about 12 o'clock my time. It's now 8:30, and we've made fairly little progress because the wind has changed. I decided to take a stab in the dark and travel with the prevailing winds that it was at the time. Most of the fleet has gone a little bit, are a little north of me. We have Corsair here, Tuvalu, Cestipuntus, Paradox, very hard to say, and Blackborough, and we have Orcs over here. So what I'm looking at now is the wind and wave pattern, and if we come over to windy here, I'll just go back a little bit. This is where I approximate I am with this gap in the wind here. I'm trying to get around it so that hopefully as I move time forward I can keep in that pattern until this afternoon and then get more of a southeasterly approach. Okay, back in the Fastnet, and as you can see, I've got the Codo up. The wind has turned favourably for me. Out to the west is Beers and Locks. Corsair is coming south with the group, and Parax and Tuvalu and Blackborough. So it really is hotting up here. The race to my next mark, it's still a long way away at 16.7 hours. As you can see, my speed is better than my TWS, which is nice, and we're going along quite well. Okay, welcome back, and as you can see, we're getting towards the final stages of this race. We just went through a control zone up here, and overnight, oh sorry, I should go back. Overnight I set a course, and unfortunately the wind changed and I didn't get as good a run as I thought I was going to get. I should have come a little bit more south, and that would have done me much better, but it is what it is. Got to sleep sometime. And so I've been tracking down to where is it? There we go. This lighthouse down here, which is one of the last points. It's the penultimate. And after that we have off down, which is quite a long leg, down to another lighthouse down here, and then to the finish line. Most of the players are offline at the moment, or most of the captains are offline at the moment, and we have Parax here, Sestapuntus there, and Tuvalu down there. He's gone south. He was really close to me just here, and I've taken a very slow path, going in a more direct route to the next line, or to the next buoy. So we will see what happens. I'm thinking that I will need to go more southerly because the wind is supposed to change. So after I get pretty much in line with the lighthouse, I'm going to make a turn and get a little bit of speed on, because I know that Corsair is probably down here somewhere at the moment, and I'm not sure where the rest of them are. Welcome back again. We're at the next mark, the lighthouse, and as I said, I'm about to make a turn a little bit to the south. Day 4 sunrise. I just thought I'd show you. Beautiful sunrise. Getting closer to the French coast. If I zoom out, actually we're still quite a long way away, but we're heading in that general direction. And we've got Corsair down here. I just put my GPS on top of him, so I've got about 5.9, so about 55 minutes behind him, unfortunately. Lost a lot of time in the last couple of hours doing silly things again. Parallax might actually be doing the best here, but there is supposed to be a wind change, so we'll see how that goes. And here we are at the final mark before the end of the race. It's still got a little way to go, obviously, but you can see in the distance here, off to my port side, the lighthouse. In terms of where I am, I'm not sure, maybe second or third. Corsair is way out in front. He's 5 nautical miles further on. Let me just take a reading. What's going to didn't work? Should work. make sure that's right. Yeah, 5.1 nautical miles. And behind me we have Parallax, and then Tuvalu, and he's not a racer. Sister Pintus. I saw Coco Rum a little while ago. He was a little bit to the north of me, so he would have had to come down, so it's going to be close there. But otherwise, I'll come back for the race finish.
Well, congratulations, Corsair. You outplayed us all. You have won by about 5 nautical miles. Wonderful effort. Well done, sir. And here we are back, just about to cross the finish line, and very happy about that. Just can see me putting in my final official times to the organisers, but it's been a very long race, around about 4 days, and I'm very pleased that I took part. Corsair obviously beat me by a fair way, but all power to him. Just finishing off and sending it through to our Discord chat channel. Okay, there we go, and finally in the harbour behind Corsair, and we're going to see something interesting in a minute as Phoebus comes across the line. And up the top there you can see that Coco Rum just pipped out Tuvalu. Sneaky bugger came online just at the end. Okay, and here are the official race results for the Mini Fastnet 2017. You can see that Corsair on the Guinru, 3 days, 23 hours, 43 minutes. I was around about 40 minutes behind. Krythos in the Wasp was not that far behind me. Parax, a couple of seconds behind him. Coco Rum, who came in to steal the position off Tuvalu, having been offline for such a long time in the race. Very sad for Tuvalu. And we have Olive, Sister Puntus, Blackbar, Phoebus, Hulky Fab, and Beers, with 2 DNFs at the end. But it was a magnificent experience. I really want to say thank you for the French Sailaway community for hosting this event, and I hope in the future that other competitors will get on board. It was nice to talk to them and share some experiences. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching.